nama-namanya disebutin atau dibagikan. Sambil nunggu dulu ya. Bu Binarni, saya off cam nggak apa-apa ya?
Jangan Pak, on cam dong. Andra.
Saya lagi di luar masih nih.
Ya.
Hello, Mr. Shubham, how are you?
Halo Mr. Shubham.
Hello and good morning, Professor Minarni, and good morning to everyone else as well. Thank you so much for joining in. I see people are still joining in, so I'll keep letting them in. All right, I hope you all can see my screen. Professor Minarni, should we give 2 more minutes for more students to join in, or should we start? I'll let you decide.
Maybe 5 minutes, maybe.
All right, let's take 5 minutes.
I'm so sorry.
No worries at all.
I think we can just start meanwhile waiting for the other to come. It's just like 3 students left.
Oh, all right, great. Thank you for that. Let me just give me. Okay, I think we should start now. So thank you so much, Professor Minarni and Andra, for making this happen, and for all the students who have joined in today and have been actively contributing to Crowdsource. We are really, really glad and thankful to you for making Google products diverse and inclusive, specifically for your country, as well as your language, as well as your culture. To begin with, I wanted to know how is everyone doing. So I wanted to take a sense from all of you in terms of energy. How are we doing? So it's a Monday for me. So I had a long weekend, right? So I think I am on, let's say, 4 on 5 on energy. So I wanted to hear from you. You can drop in on chat in terms of how you're doing when it comes to energy. You can give yourself a score from 5. It will help us sense. All right, Condon is doing good. Other folks, just rate yourself in terms of energy. Let's see. All right, people are doing good. Andra, if you could help me with a little bit of translation, that would be
Sure.
really, really well as well. I wanted to get like a sense from students in numbers as well, like from on a scale of 5, would they rate 5 in terms of energy, or 3 if they're feeling a little low? All right, Conan's at 5. Ronaldo says 3. Nice. Nadia's at 4. We see a lot of 4s. Anyone who has got 5 on 5? Anyone with 5 on 5? Let's see. We've got a 3.5. Mohammed Amin. All right, we have someone with 10 on 5. That's more like it. Great, great. Fantastic. 9 on 5. All right, we're getting more and more energetic people now. That's more like it. Thank you everyone for replying. Akbar, Ragi, Tommy. Let's begin with a quick activity. And before we begin with the activity, I wanted to recommend you can turn on captions by clicking on the CC button next to your video and mute button. That would help you understand my accent as well. So don't forget to turn that on. At this point, if I would request if students can bring a paper, right, like this, and a pen. If all the students, I'm sure if you already are sitting with a pen and a paper, just reply with yes. But if you could get a pen and a paper, because that will be very, very important for our activity today. Andrea, if you could just put it down on chat, thank you so much. And if you have a pen and a paper, reply with a yes. All right, Nadia and Fernando will have it in the covered as well. Great. I'm looking at more yeses. We'll take 1 minute, it's fine. Just one paper and a pen is all you need. And once you do get it, just reply with a yes. All right, we're getting more yes. Ideally, I'm looking at 65 people to say yes, and I'm only counting about 15 right now. So let's have more. All right, we have 15 people with a pen and a paper. More people. It's easy. Just grab a paper and a pen. Okay. The idea is that I will be showing you, we'll be doing a very fun activity today. It should be very helpful for you. Right, we're getting more yes. Other folks, pen and paper. I mean, you're students, right? I remember, I mean, I don't know if college life has evolved so much that it's all digital, but having a pen and a paper was usually a must in college. Other folks, do we all have a pen and a paper with us? Yes? Okay. Let's assume that we do and move on and see. Okay. So on this pen, on this paper with the pen, you need to write down two things. Uh, the first one is your favorite task on Crowdsource, as well as the second thing is when do you contribute to the task? For example, if you're walking to the college or before you go to bed. But we are going to write down two things on this paper, and I will tell you why and how it will come in handy. But first, let's write these two things down. It has to be in Bahasa. So that is important. Andra, if you could help me with translation, you could just unmute and say this, or you could write it down in the chat.
Should I write in Bahasa Indonesia for these answers?
Yes, the
English?
answer is to
Okay.
be in, no, not in English, in Bahasa, in Indonesian. So we're looking at favorite task and when do you contribute to the task? If you are done with it, just give me a thumbs up, or you can write down on chat that you're done. For instance, my favorite task on Crowdsource is smart camera, and I usually like to contribute in the mornings. So I will write down both these things in my native language on the paper. Once you are done, do respond on the chat with done. All right, Vin says image selector. Vin, if you could, thank you for sharing. If you could also write it on the paper with the pen. Okay. Fabriel says evaluating sentiment because it is sometimes weird and sometimes funny as well. I agree with you, Fabri. It is sometimes funny and sometimes weird. Please do write it on the paper. If you have written the answer on the paper, give a thumbs up. Please write it in Indonesian and not in English. We will know exactly why very soon. All right, more answers are popping in. I hope you are writing it on the paper as well. I see image label verifications. Okay. Sentiment evaluation seems to be one of the favorite tasks. Great, great. Again, I hope you are also writing it on the paper with a pen like I have written it here.
Tulis di kertasnya tadi ya. Kalau sudah diberi thumbs up di sini.
All right, yes, we've got a thumbs up. Great, great. Thank you everyone for responding. We're going to move on, but please, please do write it on the paper with the pen and keep it very close to you as it will come in use later in this call. Great. So with that, let's move on. Please keep this paper with you. All right. So paper on the side, and we will catch the paper again in the next 15 minutes. But welcome to the Crowdsource Learning Community wrap-up event. And I wanted to begin by quickly reintroducing myself. My name is Shubham. I am a program manager with Crowdsource by Google, and I will be taking you through the next steps as well as telling you about how we are wrapping up and what the future is going to look like with the community, right? So first of all, congratulations to all of you for contributing and reaping the benefits of the program, as well as some of the top contributors who have come in. Thank you so much for contributing. You have been amazing, amazing. And I will share more insights with you very soon. So let's look at the crowdsourced learning community at your university and how it has been. We launched in October 2021. We had 134 members who had initially registered. We have currently received hundreds of thousands of contributions thanks to you. And we have made Google Lens, Google Maps, Google Play a lot more better because of the contributions that you have directly made. So take a bow, everyone. You have done a fantastic job. Please give a round of applause for the top contributors as well. We are very, very glad to share some of the top contributors from your university. Their names are on the screen. Fantastic job to all of them. If you are present on the call, please do take a moment to recognize, and also if you want to share something, please do that. But yeah, these are the top 9 contributors from your university who have made the maximum amount of contributions at Crowdsource. And they've done a fantastic job of it. So thank you so much for this. All right, I see some applause coming in as well, which is always great. All right, let's take a quick recap. Um, these are some of the familiar faces I'm sure that you have seen um, with the photos of the goodies that came in as well. Thank you so much for sharing those with us. It was absolutely a pleasure to see them come around, and we're glad that you like them. And thank you for sharing these photos with us. It's always a pleasure. And let's look at the last bit in terms of how the certification is going to be working. So you will soon be receiving the certificate of completion for the Crowdsource Learning Community Program. Please note that only participants who have reached level 17 on Crowdsource and have made it through the quality and spam check will receive the certificates. So, and this is the sample certificate that is going to be issued to you. It will have a certificate ID so that you can integrate it on your LinkedIn. As you can see, one more important thing is that the program wraps up on 8th June. So you have still time. So let's do one thing. Can you all share what level you are on currently on the Crowdsource app? You could just check it on your phone right now and you can put it on the chat. Okay, for Ronaldo, it's on 19. Now it's on 16. Level 18. All right. Qualifying for the certificates. That's fantastic. It's okay if you're on a lower level. You can share that as well. Level 17, 18. Okay, wow. All right. Other folks, what levels are you on? I'm looking at the chat. Okay, Mohammed Amin, 17, 19. Nindi's on 19. Limat is on 17. Okay, Riski's at 8. No worries. Or you're on old version. I would definitely recommend that you update the app. It is going to recalculate and put you to level 17 or maybe even above, depending on what kind of tasks you have contributed to. If you are on a lower level than 17 right now, then you still have time until 8th of June. We will be actively tracking your contributions. So the minute you get to level 17, you will be eligible for the global benefits as well as the certificate. Oh, okay, that was a typo. I think you meant to write level 18 then, but no worries. But either way, it will be easy for you to get to the next level once you cross 18. So no worries there at all. Anyone else who wishes to share their level? What level are we on the Crowdsource app? Okay, Rika says 17. Great. So the idea being, once you get to level 17, you will be eligible for the certificate, as well as you will get access to the global community of influencers that we have. I'm sure some of you have already seen the invites. So like I said, it has been an amazing journey, but this is not the end yet. We have a lot of more exciting things planned for you. If you remember, the pen and the paper that I had asked you to write something on is also going to come in handy. So we'll quickly discuss that later. But yes, as part of next steps in your journey, keep contributing to Crowdsource. You can unlock more levels for achievements, fun badges, as well as more international events that will introduce you to all the other community members and people from different universities that we are working with. So the same program is being run in 8 universities in Mexico, 2 universities in Japan, 4 universities in Hong Kong, 1 university in Vietnam, 2 universities in Canada, I think about 11 universities in India. So if you want to meet with students from all these different universities as well, keep contributing and you will unlock and receive invites for global calls from us. So this is definitely not the end yet. Now, in this section, let's hear from the influencers. I specifically wanted to invite some of you to hear from you about your experience and not just share it with me, but others as well. So I think Professor Minarni and Andra, I would hand it over to you in case there are any students who wish to share their experience.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shubham. Maybe Minarni wanna choose some of the students that can share the experiences while giving the contribution for the Crowdsource.
Okay. Selfiana, maybe, please.
Okay, thank you. Should I open my camera or not?
Oh, please do. If you can, then please do. As per your comfort.
Okay. Okay, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Selfiana, And honestly, I'm glad to be part of this, what we call it, program, because it's like I can give my feedback and it helps to develop Google product. And I know it's like we try to make a better at data mining, artificial intelligence, and that's like it's great I'm being part of it. And I would like to say thank you for Google Crowdsource that give me the chance to be part of this program. And also thank you for the merchandise. I love it very much. It's useful, usually the tote bag. I use it and it's a good. Maybe that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Silviana. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Anyone
Okay.
else? Anyone else who would want to share anything, any feedback?
Okay. Maybe the next Jana, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Jana. I want to share my experience about how I how I
Jana, can you speak louder? It sounds so echo. Probably you can make it closer to the microphone. Thank you.
okay. Wait, uh, that that is it okay now? That hello.
Okay, please.
My experience about using Photoshop is help me killing my time when I have a free time. Uh, I usually I have a lot of free time, so I usually using Photoshop to killing my time. I like to use image level verification. My hobby is about badminton and there is image level verification about badminton. So so I usually apa? I usually use I usually click that badminton image level verification to killing my time and that's it for me. And I'm also proud to be the part of people who help to develop about the product. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jana, for your feedback. Anyone else? Probably the feelings while you are working on the task or assignment, maybe some challenges that you face while working on it. Dalam bahasa Indonesia boleh, ntar saya terjemahin. Nanti dibantu oleh Bu Selvi sama Bu Minarni juga.
Next, Nufan, baby. Nufan. Nufan, are you there? Okay, please, Nufan or Noah, yes, Nufan. Are you ready, Noah? Next, Conan, maybe Conan, please.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Concert is very good. It's also okay to sing image and uh, learn about uh, verification. Then with most of my iBag because I have a text from from Professor Minarni to doing it on 15 hours. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Conan. I caught some of that. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else that wants to share before we move on? Okay. Yeah, I think we can move on from this point. Great. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone. It was lovely to hear from you. Um, Now, I wanted to share a quick campaign that is live. It's called Share Your Script, and that is why you had written down some things on the paper with a pen. The idea is to celebrate your native languages using handwriting. And let me quickly show you a video that will help you understand what we're trying to do before um, we dive into things. Okay, there we go.
Nama aku Siti Lutfisa, dipanggil Mamai. Aku kelas 9 SMP. Tentunya aku ingin menjadi ahli bahasa dan seorang dosen bahasa Inggris. Tapi kegiatan belajar di masa pandemi ini untuk aku sendiri agak lebih susah. Orang tuaku juga tidak bisa bahasa Inggris. Jadi, mereka tidak bisa bantu aku kalau kesulitan. Dia tanya ke orang, ibu kurang paham. Google Lens memudahkan kegiatan belajar di rumah. Misalnya aku mendapat tugas pelajaran matematik yang bertuliskan bahasa Inggris. Gak hanya translate, dari situ aku juga bisa terhubung dan langsung mencari tahu apa terjemahan dan solusi untuk mengerjakan pelajaran matematika itu. Untuk saat ini aku sedang berusaha keras untuk belajar lebih tekun, lebih rajin. Saya mau menggunakan pengetahuan saya untuk membantu masyarakat. Saya mau jadi anak yang membanggakan orang tua.
Iya, senang. Ibu senang sekali belajar tidak pantang menyerah gitu.
All right. So, I wanted to share this quick story before we dive into the details of what this campaign is about. This is, of course, an optional campaign for you, but I think that in case you want to level up, or if you want to add more, if you want to just contribute more, this task is going to be extremely helpful. It is essentially going to end in July. So the idea is to help Google Translate improve the translation of Indonesian language a lot better. And the reason why we had written down things on the paper is because we are going to do a task right now itself to take you through this. So OCR is the name of this campaign, and it basically helps in quickly scanning and storing and translating and storing details in different languages. You can translate restaurant menus, signboards, or even entire books, like we saw in the video earlier. It helps reading text. It helps reading text from different printed handwriting docs. It definitely helps users with low literacy or with learning difficulties because of the lack of accessibility to different languages, as well as it helps enabling accessibility for people who are visually impaired. and that is how you can currently make a direct impact by contributing to this task specifically, right? So the idea is that you can just click pictures of whatever you have written on a piece of paper in order to do this. So the task that you have to use for this is the image capture. I've added it on the chat as well. So all you need to do is take a pen and a paper and write down things. And this cannot be personal data, but it could be, let's say, your your five favorite food items. It could be, let's say, five places you want to visit. It could be anything, but it needs to be in your native language. It needs to be in Indonesian. After that, you need to click a picture using the smart camera app and upload it on the Crowdsource app, and you have to add two tags. So let me quickly also show you how you can do this specifically with yourself. So let me open the Crowdsource app and share it with you here on this call using screen share. All right. Stop sharing my screen here. Okay, welcome to my cell phone. As you can see on the screen, this is the Crowdsource app. And in order to contribute to this application, you have to use the smart camera app. You see the smart camera app right there in green. That's what you need to click on. Once you click on that, I have written 3 words in my native language, which is Hindi, and you just have to capture the image, right? Now, it will ask you to submit a photo or add description, and I'm going to add description. I'm going to write 2 words so that it is caught by the algorithm. So I'm going to write OCR. I'm going to write OCR, and I'm going to write the name of the language. For me, it is Hindi. But let's say if you have currently you have written 2 things on a piece of paper, right? You have written what is your favorite task, as well as when do you contribute, and you have written that in Bahasa. So if let's say you had done that, you can currently take out your phone, click a picture of it, write OCR, as well as write down Bahasa. And once done, you click on submit. And once you click on submit, the picture goes, right? You have to do this using the smart camera task that is there on the Crowdsource app. If you contribute using this, it will directly register on the OCR on the OCR algo. That is going to definitely help all the different applications that we're working with. It is definitely going to be helping with all the anyone who speaks Bahasa and uses Google Lens in order to study or in order to do business, or anyone who is visually impaired as well can benefit a lot from this. So let me quickly share my screen again. So if you remember, we had created a list of 2 things on our Crowdsource app. So we can actually use the phone right now to click a picture. The only thing that you have to remember is to add these 2 tags, OCR and Bahasa. So anyone wants to try that, please go ahead. and do try it and let me know on chat if you're doing it. If you want to actively be a part of this campaign, you can do so by registering on this form. There are obviously a lot of exciting prizes, and you will also meet people globally who are, let's say, contributing in Japanese, who in traditional Chinese, in Vietnamese, in Hindi, in Russian, in all their different native languages, because this is a global campaign. So if you end up registering on the form that I have shared, we will be able to obviously capture your contribution, and you will also get a lot of surprise gifts from Google, as well as get access to the global community. This is again another example that you can use, which is, let's say, make a list of your 5 favorite snacks that you like to eat during a rainy or snowy afternoon, and you can just write them down on a paper, click a picture, and then upload them. Has anyone tried it so far? Do you want me to show it to you again on my phone? Let's see. I think students are currently trying to figure out if there are any questions. Do let me know. Yeah, if you have your cell phone right now, you could do this while you're on the call. You have a paper and a pen, and you already have written 2 points, right? And you can also make a list of what you're snacking on and click a picture. So in case you want to try it out right now, please do so. Otherwise, you can try it out later as well. Here is the link. Please make sure that you register for this campaign, as this is not a part of the community program that we have with your university. This is a global program, and we will need to register you separately for this. So let's quickly look at the next step. As part of the next steps, I would highly recommend that you keep contributing images of handwritten text. You can upload pictures that you already have, or you could write down new information in Indonesian. You could also spread the word and ask others to contribute if you want to make Bahasa more accessible for everyone across the globe. Please make sure that you sign up. It's the Google form link that I have shared in the chat, as it will be very, very useful for you. And yeah, apart from that, let's definitely stay in touch. You can write to us on crowdsource-community @google.com. I think all of you also have my personal work email ID. So feel free to write to me whenever you have any doubts or if you have any questions. Before we wrap up for today, I wanted to see if there are any questions for us that I can help you answer. So are there any questions regarding certification, this campaign, this program, before we wrap up?
Ada pertanyaan sebelum kita selesai? Nanti sepertinya di-emailkan ya di masing-masing sertifikatnya.
Any questions or queries, you can post it on chat or just unmute and ask. Okay, all right, no questions. That's great. No worries there. In that case, I would definitely wrap up the call now. And thank you so much for joining in. People who have already reached level 17 or above, keep contributing. I would specifically encourage you to take part in the OCR campaign. I will, of course, send you an email as well with the registration link. In case you have not reached level 17 and still wish to finish the program and get the certificate along with other benefits, you could again use it using the OCR task that is there. You have time until 8th of June. And thank you so much for joining in today. Professor Minarni or Andra, I wanted to give both of you a special thank you. Your patience and as well as your dedication is deeply appreciated. Your love for the students and the fact that you want to bring in opportunity for them is really appreciated. I wish my faculty back in my college days was this dedicated, because we never really had a lot of external opportunities come our way. We were pretty much limited to the books and the syllabus that we had. But I really would like to thank you for your dedication and for thinking about the students so much. And just so all the students know, Professor Minarni, Andra, and I have exchanged more than 80 emails now in the past 6 months to make this happen. And we've been on multiple calls. So it's been a pleasure working with you. So thank you so much from the entire Google Crowdsource team to both of you, as well as to all the students who took part, who participated in this program. We really appreciate it. We would love for you to continue contributing, and if you do, you will definitely see me and even other team members more. So that's that. I will hand it over to you, Professor, in order to close this. So over to you.
Okay, please, Professor Bernard.
Okay. First, I would like to say thank you very much, Shubham. You are as a facilitator in this program manager of this program, yeah. But I also say sorry because of my students. I mean that in the beginning of the program, more than 100 students, yeah, 100 students joined this program, but until now, maybe for about 70 students have just finished this program. I mean that have finished to level 17, yeah. But if they are, if you give more than time to reach level 17, maybe some students can reach level 17 maybe. And I think I would like to say thank you to the presence here, like topic, pen, and sticker. Thank you, Mr. Shubham. And I will also share the many pictures here from my students that take the presence, like topic and the others. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And students do have time until 8th of June to finish and get to level 17. So again, if you haven't reached there yet, you have time until 8th of June and you will be eligible for the benefits and the certificates. Great. So in that case, let's quickly wrap up with one picture, of course. I know Conan and his friend have been eagerly waiting for that picture with their keychain and fixing their hair since 1 hour. You guys look like pure studs. You have made it. You are the Indonesian superstars, Conan and
Okay.
a good job. But let's try to see if others want to turn on their cameras for a picture. And we'll take a quick screenshot before we wrap up. Right, we see more folks coming in. other folks who'd like to turn on their camera for the picture, please make sure that you yourself can take a screenshot as well. And definitely
Semua dihidupin kameranya ya.
tweet it out there using this hashtag, and we will follow you. We will make sure that you're too able to do this. So yeah, I think I have a full grid of people on the screen. So let's smile. 3, 2, 1, and cheese. That's one picture. Thank you so much, everyone. All the best. And yeah, keep contributing. I'll send you an email with the important links. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, sir.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Bu Binarni saya live ya. Thank you.
Mana muka?
Thank you ya.
Halo, ini Ibu. Halo. Yang lain nggak bisa open kamera kah?
Oh, saya bisa, Bu.
Yang lain nggak bisa open kamera kah? Kita ini screenshot dulu. Jangan keluar dulu. Yang lain. Stella, Rizky, Noef, Bayu, Gandra, Melda, Rahmat, Irik, Christine, Hidayatullah, Nomi, semuanya open biar ada dokumentasi dari kita.
Boleh keluar kan?
Malu saya pemalu.
Suaranya mana? Astagfirullahaladzim, sorry Bu, tadi ingat.
Bu, boleh keluar kan, Bu?
Jangan foto dulu, sekarang foto dulu. Ini Bu, lihat kanan Jana please. Dan do like that. Aduh, kecilan buat dipamerin, gak usah pamer. Kanan Jana. Ini enggak ada yang lain, Wahyu, Musfalida, yakin. Ayo pasang foto termanisnya. Muka termanisnya. Rizky mana tadi Rizky? Ayo biar ada dokumentasi buat kita. Ini mana? Ini jamnya Kanta. Sini aja Bu. Kanta nih kebablasan liburan kayaknya. Kanta.
Nggak dapet tiket saya, Bu. Tiketnya habis.
Kanta open your cam. Kanta.
Yo.
Soalnya tadi. Bro, kamu sini dulu. Wahyu, yakin. Agil. Iya. Disebutkan yang lain sana. Agil, Robian. Ayo, biar cepat. Kenapa malah mati yang lain terus? Yang lain kan di depan kamera, Bang Bu. Ayo, biar cepat selesai.
Ayo. Cepat yuk. Cepat.
Aja kalau sudah pegas belum tunduk. Ya, ayo. Oke. Tommy udah open. Kanta, Noef tadi yang buka open Rizky. Ayo. Bentar biar cepat. Agil, Yakin. Falida, Okto. Rizky.
Ragil.
Saya cukup. Ini 1, 2. Barengan Bu, bareng kau Pak.
Ayo, Bu.
Gitu-gitunya. Nah, kan udah. Rida yang open. Ya sudah, kita aja. Ayo udah. Oke. Makasih ya semuanya. Sertifikatnya.
Ya, Bu, thank you.
Yang belum tanggal 17 masih bisa sampai tanggal 8 Juni ya.
Oke, Bu.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Level 8, Bu.